everybody, and welcome back to Out of the Barn Crochet Creations. It's Molly, and I'm finally getting back to crocheting. I had a baby. I don't know if you can see the swing. So he's 5 weeks old and currently sleeping. So I made Picasso the pig. So he came out adorable, and I love him to death. I went a little crazy with his spots because he has paint on his overalls, that's all. And I love him. I'm going to put him in my drop for this the end of this month on Saturday. But if he doesn't sell, I won't be sad. I won't be sad at all. So Picasso is designed by EMS Cozy, COSY Creatures. I found this pattern through Katie the Celestial Homebody. She made her own, and I bought the pattern pretty much immediately because it's adorable and I couldn't help myself. I don't know. I love him. Do you love him? Tell me you love him. Is this what a barrette looks like? Because I kind of think it looks like a little pumpkin on his head. But anyway, I followed the pattern. I think I made his tail a little long. I don't know. It's a little long. He has a long tail. It's just who he is. And I don't know. I love him. Do you love him? I don't know. I'm gonna put him up behind me, I think, maybe. And if he doesn't sell, then he never sells, and that's fine. But otherwise, he'll be on the website, the drop, on the 30th, and maybe he can find his own home. Maybe there's an artist somewhere who also loves pigs and just has to take him home. Or some grandma has a granddaughter or a grandson who loves both pigs and art. So, painting maybe. So, anyway, this is done. So, the pattern designer is the Stitch Chronicles on Etsy. And I bought the 15-in-1 no-sew and low-sew dog crochet pattern. I'm currently working on the cattle dog brain. brain. Hello. And I'm looking forward to doing the cattle dog and the Rottweiler and the corgi, and there's a little, I think it's Irish setter, maybe? No, it's not an Irish setter. I forget what dog breed this is, but it's brown and then it has speckles on its body. So I absolutely love that color. I just don't remember what kind of dog it's supposed to be. Anyway, so I'm making the Australian Shepherd. I have a friend or two that I know would absolutely love this little creature, so I want to make one in the original pattern, and then from there maybe make her a very specific one. But with that being said, I will get back when the dog's finished. So I made the cattle dog, but it kind of looks like a kitty. It looks like a cat a lot. I think I messed up somewhere on the nose, made it look a little bit more cat-like than I meant to. Oh well. This is just the first attempt. I can try again later. I also got the eye light a little bit messed up on that one. But yeah, it kind of looks like a cat instead of a cattle dog, but I haven't been able to sit down and crochet for more than maybe a half an hour at a time. So it's a cute cat. Anyway, it is what it is. It's still cute. It just came out a little bit more cute. It's Thursday already? It's 5 o'clock on Thursday? I don't know where the week's gone. I know I haven't been keeping track of the week on the video, but it's Thursday already. And I think the truth of it is waking up every 3 hours, or every 3 hours feeding this guy um is quite the mind. It just messes with you, and then getting like 2 hours of sleep a night, like at a time, um it messes with your head. So here I am trying really hard to function. Anyway, it's Thursday. I am working on another pattern. Last night I worked on this and I got it done. I have to work on the blanket though. So the pattern is, let's see if I can do this the first time and I don't have to go to Etsy and look at who I bought the pattern from. It's called Cuties and Blankets. And I don't see Plushie Co. Plushie Co. It looks like it's the designer. Okay, so Plushie Co. I made the kitty, obviously. And I'm working on the blanket right now. I have not made any sort of blanket in a long time, so even this tiny one feels really weird. Um, I like the pattern. It's super easy to work up. The little arms are a little fiddly because they were so small, but honestly, it's fine. And then the ears were really small for cat ears, I think, but um, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. I might choose to make the ears a little different next time, but I mean, it's cute. And then I gotta make the blanket, like I said. So that's what I got done so far. And I think I've unlocked the, I've unlocked how to deal with newborn and everything else in life. It's called carry him, wear him at all times. When not eating and when changed and clean, wear baby. So that's what we're doing. He's currently not okay with being sat down at all. So that's what we're doing. But I've been reading a lot about like the fourth trimester and how they basically just think they're still inside and just need that comfort still of the body, of a body, and the comfort of a heartbeat, and the body helps them regulate, which I saw in the NICU. I literally saw him get better at breathing and breathe deeper, and his oxygen level went up when he was on my chest. So that was skin on skin, but this is close enough, I think. So I've unlocked the secret. I think it's been many years since I had a baby this little, so it feels like it's brand new again. So anyway, sorry I'm talking constantly about the baby. It's just he's a huge part of my life, and that's how it's gonna be. So I am working on the back panel for the yarn, trying to get it pretty again, trying to get the side ones organized again. But right now we're just kind of in survival mode, so it'll happen eventually. um, I don't know why I'm crocheting. I think I'm crocheting for the anxiety. Like, I think the anxiety goes down when I crochet. So I think that's probably honestly why I'm still doing this. And I don't know why I'm trying harder now to do videos than I did the last like 3 months, but I'm gonna go with it until I can't. And when I can't, when I don't have the energy to go for it, I should brush my hair probably. Um then I will stop and pause if I have to. But for now, I am able-bodied enough to do it. Yes, hi. Yeah. And we'll just do it. If it feels good, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. If it doesn't, then I'll stop. But all right, I will get back to you when I have something else done. Hey everybody, it's Friday night at 10 p.m. I'm about to do my long stretch with the baby. I am exhausted, but I'm also my ADHD is kind of going crazy. I have some finished projects up here above my head. And I have had a third project that I was working on last night that I kind of abandoned in lieu for a different project. So I was making a cat in black yarn, so it's super hard to see. I didn't love the way it turned out. I was using the new Parfait plush, which is really nice and soft. I think it's definitely home slim, very similar to that. It does fray a little bit, but it's very soft. Like, I just want to touch it. Anyway, so I kind of abandoned this attempt at a cat as I was getting ready to work on the head. I have even the tail finished. I know you can't see it against my black shirt, but there's a tail there. And I started working on the head of this guy, and then I turned it into this. So the head was going to be for that, but I think it came out too big. And then I was like, well, why don't we just make it something else? And we did. So now I have a cat and a pumpkin that I'm working on as a pattern design. He's gonna get a little hat on his head. I might make his ears a little shorter next time. They look a little bit long. They look a little bit like bat ears, I think. And then I think I'm going to also make like a cat in a cauldron with a witch's hat. And maybe a cat lovey in a pumpkin suit. And yeah, I'm gonna try to have some fun with it and try to get these patterns, written and out before Halloween, well before Halloween, so that people can actually like make it and purchase it. But here's the pattern so far. Isn't he cute? I kind of love him. And I use the Parfait plush again for the cat. And then I use Bernat blanket yarn for the pumpkin. And then, the tail is Parfait plush. And then I use some Posh for the nose. So yeah, I'm super excited about this pattern. I think he's going to come out super cute. I am going to have to make him in a different collar because there's no way anybody's going to see the stitches in photos for this black cat. But I got to make his hat first before I start making before I start taking photos for the pattern itself. And then I have to go back and make it again and see where I stopped writing things, because I definitely did stop writing things. I do that. I start writing things. I have most of this written down. So I just throw yarn. Most of this written down, and then I just abandoned it for this. So this came out better. So yeah, that's a little bit of a sneak peek of my attempts at writing patterns. I've written a few patterns. I have an old. I say old because it came out years ago, and it did really well at first on Etsy, like really well for me, for a one pattern wonder basically. But it was definitely lots of sewing, and it was with acrylic yarn, and I don't remember Posh, I don't remember blanket yarn being a really big thing for me. Like, I don't remember. It was not 12 years ago, but many years ago. Many. So I feel like maybe the blanket yarn wasn't really out as much, and neither was the plushie yarn. I did have basically a really, really thin plush yarn, because I started making the elephant in that. Now, I recently threw it away because it was so thin. It was like Posh, but like ribbon thin, and super, like, it was just really thin. They made a really small elephant, but it was cute and it was soft, which was, the draw to all this yarn. But it was, I think that was the yarn, at least at Joann's or Walmart or Michael's. Like, I don't remember the blanket yarn. Anyway, so I know how to write patterns. Consistency is like the whole theme of my life. You're not consistent at anything. Anyway, so here's the kitty cat. I'm working on his pattern now. He's gonna get a little hat with a little, the top of the pumpkin with the vine coming off of it. He's super cute. I like him. And so I started working on this, and then we had to go do something. I don't even remember what we did. That's how tired I am. Anyway, we went on a trail skate. We took the kids on a trail skate. I walked with the stroller. But this yarn came in the mail today, and my lovely 13-year-old gave me a good idea. There's a pumpkin bear. I think it's a free Instagram pattern. I did find it on Etsy for sale, but I'm pretty sure it's a free Instagram pattern. Now, I did not follow that pattern, but I did kind of freehand the idea because I didn't have Instagram up, and it's a pretty easy idea. Here's the head. I left it open so I can get the eyes in because I want to use some pretty eyes. But look at this yarn. Look how cool it came out. Kind of looks like candy corn instead of a pumpkin, but it's fine. It can be a confetti bear instead. It's gonna have a pumpkin stem and pumpkin vine on it, so it'll be a pumpkin. But here's the arms, and then I started on the feet. So I was gonna do the body, just kind of like the pattern, I think, where the body goes thick and then it goes thinner, and then it kind of like it's mostly stuffed but not completely, and then you put the head on the body, and then you put the ears and the details on, and it's kind of a almost lovey but not quite. But yeah, I was working on that in the car on the way back and the way to the trail. And then, hi Matt, hey Lexi. And then I got home, and this pattern that I found is a Blastoise, a cute little Blastoise, and I was like, no, I need to make that right now. So I'm also working on that. But although I just picked this up, so I started crocheting it. My ADHD is everywhere. I have like 3 projects going. And then I have 2 horse projects that I need to finish for a custom order. And the kids want to go to Kosai tomorrow, so like there's that. So there's a lot going on. And all I want to do is crochet, but I actually have to take care of a baby and do everything else. So anyway, that's what's happening. This is the end of the week. Tomorrow at noon is my very first website drop of items. I have a bunch of items already, including the things above my head behind me. The Pooh and Eeyore and Tigger too. You can't really see them very well, but they're over there, and they're available too. My first drop on my website will be tomorrow at noon, and I'm gonna try to get this video out tonight in all its crappy wonder, in all its chaotic wonder, to, I don't know, tell people about it. But anyway, I have some items that are gonna drop on the website at noon tomorrow, and hopefully we can get some stuff in the mail for people for Christmas and whatever. I know it's a little early to think about Christmas, but like handmade gifts are pretty cool gifts to give. Anyway, that is what's happening tomorrow. I won't be here to like do anything with it, but it'll still be cool. And that's the update. This is my best attempt at like a week of things that I've been doing. it's just gonna be chaotic until I figure out where it fits into my life now. But for now, that's it. Yeah, I'm sitting here crocheting this thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Alright, everybody, listen up. It's Molly, and it is Tuesday morning, at like almost 3 in the morning. Baby's about to wake up, so I'm gonna try to get this out and edited. Okay, so because my background is different, I rearranged my room. This is a big, like, living room space, but it's not my living room. We've always used it as the homeschool room / my space for my crafts, and this half behind me is my craft space, and then the space in front of me is actually the rest of the room and the homeschool room. So, that being said, I just showed you what I'm working on. So that being said, I'm reorganizing the stuff above my head and behind me, and I'm trying to organize the yarn behind me. Currently I have lots of empty spaces. You can't really see it because my chair is in the way, and then my yarn beside me kind of looks bad right now, but it is what it is. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to get it organized. I might pull my desk actually back a little bit and use the pop-up table that I usually have up here and put it on the other side of my desk and use that for making safety eyes, or painting safety eyes and stuff like that, because I'm considering, I have the stuff for it actually already. I've more than considered it. I'm going to start painting eyes for my own use, and maybe eventually, if there's interest, selling them. But for now, I haven't gotten it out because the resin kind of scares me a little bit, and the process of using it and keeping myself safe and everybody safe, and then with the baby, I don't have enough time to work with it right now. And then also keep my hands clean, and or like clean up if he demands, food, for instance. Anyway, I don't have time right now, but I think I might pull my desk back a little bit so it'll be a little bit of a tighter visual on the back of my background, and not so much the rest of my house that you can kind of start to see. The bag on the floor is stuffing. It's not trash, it's stuffing. Yeah. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get back to like yarn stuff. Thank you again, Kat. I'm getting this in the mail today. Okay, so this has been about a week in my life with a newborn and crocheting. I'm still working on Blastoise. It is Tuesday, so that's about when I started last week. So I officially have a week of some video. Sorry, my audio kind of sucks right now. I will work on that. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It might be the fan in the back. It might be my mic needs adjusted. We will figure it out, and I apologize for the quality this time. I don't know how much my tiniest offspring will be featured in the videos. I'm not trying to put him out there that much, but also he's itty bitty, and he's just part of the routine now. What routine? It doesn't feel like there's a routine just yet, except feed the baby constantly. I hope talking about him doesn't get on people's nerves. If it does, let me know. I mean, I can stop talking about him as much. He's still new to me. He's my last baby. He's lovely. He was a NICU baby. I'll get into his birth story someday if people want to hear it. I just um, it was a little rough, so I'm not totally over it. Um, anyway, that wraps up this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will definitely work on the quality as I get back into the swing of things. Um, so if you want to like the video, I'd appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, if you want to see more of this chaos that is my life, go subscribe to the channel. And I will see you later. And thank you for being here. Bye.